4 years at Ole Miss. Swerves by Smith to the basket, changes to the left hand and has it roll off the front of the iron.
Well, that's where Kamaji brings a lot of value at this level as a rim protector. Runs well, challenges shots well.
Thibault hits the corner three. Nice.
A basketball hotbed up there in Nova Scotia, I understand.
Well, not many have taken the path he has. Just the fifth native of
Tech, you better have a motor. He definitely has that.
Dozier had the shot altered by Hernandez, and it's Smith from 15 feet. Showing his range from three. Certainly a great reputation as a defensive player coming out of Oregon. Second in history, in school history in blocks. Jones spent a couple years at SMU, last two at Texas A&M. And last year was on a two-way deal with the Cavs. Got waived in January and finished out his season in Spain.
And once I started seeing Fred VanVleet in this gym, by the way, in 2016, I watched how hard he played, how he applied his craft. Pascal Siakam of Toronto. I loved him out of New Mexico State. I saw him dive over the first row for a loose ball. And that was my first year. I'm watching those guys.
A big window to shoot from.
It's not a problem to get a look for him. And that's where the player development part for him is just going to be so critical. If he continues to do that, watch out for Chris Boucher.
As you mentioned Atlanta as well, you have DeAndre Hunter, who got banged up a little bit, so I don't have questions that go along with that because we can't just let the story stop there. One is why, and the second is where do you get an orange tuxedo? Does it come with an orange cummerbund?
Oh, yeah, it's the Dumb and Dumber. Okay, there's a light blue one and there's an orange one. So Rich Hollenberg wore the blue and I wore the orange because ESPN was New Year's Eve in Wichita.
And with the three, and here comes Philadelphia looking to get a bucket and close out the half to extend their lead past 7. Deep try, and it's good for Dozier. I couldn't tell. Mark is a huge Pirates fan.
I love my Reds. We're going to win the Central Division this year. We're not going to win it all, but we're going to win the Central Division. We now have the Flying Puig Marathon in Cincinnati. What one of the Flying Pig Marathons?
What was your thought on sleeveless dry cleaning, too? Final game of Summer League for these couple of squads during consolation play.
This is an event.
You had the first 2 days this year completely sold out.
Yep.
Corner three is good for Sheldon Mack. Saturday slate from Las Vegas.
Dallas and Minnesota, keep your eye on Cameron Payne. Cam Payne comes out of Point Guard University, Murray State, a racer. I seem to remember some guy named John Morant that comes out of the same place, and Isaiah Cannon as well. Keita Bates-Diop, day-to-day repetitions. I think he's going to be a really good player.
Another guy from the OVC who we're not seeing in this game for Toronto, Corey Walden out of Eastern Kentucky.
Yep.
You have Whittler, you have Shaq Buchanan at Tennessee, and then went to UCF to finish things out and has been all over, playing in Kosovo, Australia, and was with Delaware in the G League last year. Thibault.
Jones is a guy that's dedicated and works his butt off.
And with a lot of the guys coming out of the college game, whether it's
I mean, everybody wants the same thing out here. And while these teams do such a good job of coming together and playing together, but in many